Hey, how's everyone doing? Thank you so much for being here already, those of you that have arrived. This is my first time streaming on YouTube, so if I'm screwing something up, just let me know. I've streamed on Twitch a fair bit these days, but music is a tad loud. Let's go, let's change that. Oh, thank you so much for the early super chats. You're too kind. Right, let's get this music right. How's that? Thank you for the compliments on the shirt. You can get yours on my website. I've just dropped the music down to like minus 25 dB. Kaz has just loaded into a Tarkov raid. Damn. Yeah, how's this music now? Is that any better? Let me know. I did put my drink. Thank you for the well wishes on the anniversary. Oh, Miwo. Well, obviously I didn't know that name. I need to give you the moderator privileges. Can I do that from here? Add as moderator? Yeah, I think that worked. What are we drinking today? I've got some red wine. I wasn't gonna have any wine or anything today, but I felt like today's the day to celebrate, right? Miwa-rator. I like that. Is he really? Tremendous. People on the red wine train. Love to see it. So, just to set out a bit of a format for the stream, and for anyone who hasn't joined already, they can go back and have a little mooch at this. So basically, what I want to do is Boobly Waster and Thotmas. Okay, cool. Right, I'm putting names to names. I was going to say faces to names, but I'm putting YouTube usernames to Discord usernames. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer all of the questions that you fired over to me, be that on YouTube comments, or from the Discord, or even other places as well, like Insta DMs and such. I'm going to rattle through all of those, and then Here's Cat Now has helped me put together a compilation of all of your favorite clips. So these aren't even my ones. I mean, some of these are my favorite clips as well, but it's basically a list of all of your favorite clips from the last 12 months. So there's some real blasts from the past, there's some new stuff, and there's everything in between as well. So after that point, I'm gonna light this little anniversary cake that has a candle in it. I'm gonna like this after we do like the little compilation thing, and if anyone's got any kind of questions after that, we'll dive into those on the fly as well. So I don't want this to feel too kind of premeditated or anything like that. I have the list of questions. I've not thought about them too much. Some of them required me to get some, I suppose, props, so I have those around me, so we'll filter them out as we go. So again, first time streaming on YouTube. If anything sucks, tell me straight away. Right, let's have a little sip and let's get into it. Oh, I just said let's get into it on YouTube. What a chump. Good lord. Okay. Wow, Kazzy, you died already. I thought you were good at that game. Okay. Right. So first up, we had Red Like Roses, JD, Aaron Blood 1999, who said, "What started your desire to make content?" Which is a really awesome question. All it was really was watching other people's YouTube videos. So like everyone, I watch a hell of a lot of YouTube content. I was working a job that was a really good job, right? So I was working at Rare, and I was working on Sea of Thieves at Rare, working on security matters. So things like toxicity, things like cheating, that kind of thing. Speaking of cheating, Kaza talking about cheating there. So I was working that job, which was a great job, but it was really creatively unfulfilling. I started having the idea to make YouTube videos years ago, and I started the channel originally to do vocal covers, just singing. I did a couple of covers that did okay for things like Lewis Capaldi. I did Don Broco. I did Bring Me the Horizon, The Word Alive. A few decent ones. I did an Olivia Rodrigo cover, which fucking sucked. And then after that, I was like, I want to start making content that I enjoy. And I started thinking about what I would make it on. And then came video game audio nostalgia, which is the first video I ever made. So that's that question covered. So let's see if this actually updates. It does. Let's go. Don Broco mentioned you become more of my fave every time you talk. Oh, that's so sweet. Grim Leafer. No way, you actually heard... Oh, of course you've heard them. Of course you've heard them. If anyone did want to hear them again, they're just unlisted. So happy to share them wherever needed. And you can go and check them out. They're just fine. Next question from Red Like Roses was, do you plan on collaborating with anyone, Kaza, etc.? So, I have no current plans for it, but I would absolutely love to do that. So Kaza and I, who is in the chat somewhere, unless he's getting killed by cheaters in Tarkov, he and I have spoken for a really long time. He's been alongside me since I had like 500 subs, 600 subs. So yeah, he's been here since day one, and we actually spoke about collaborating at one point, and he actually put me in one of his videos when he was talking about my Discord server at one point. So I would love to do that, whether that be me doing like a little green screen section in one of his videos, or likewise him explaining something that I'm too dumb to understand in one of my videos, because he's smarter than me. There's no doubts about that. I'm the idiot. Yeah, I would love to collaborate, and if there's anyone else out there who ever wanted to as well, like I'm all ears, to be honest. If there's a cool opportunity, I would never want to do it for the sake of it, but if there's a cool opportunity, I'd absolutely jump at the chance. We've got another one here from Red Like Roses. Oh, I fucked up the formatting already. So, do you plan on using your gaming experience to maybe at some point make your own horror game? I love this. I'll come back to that, Thotmus. There's a question like that later on in the things, and I'll come back to that because it's a really good question. So I would love to make a game. Absolutely love to. Over the last kind of 6 months or so, I'm seeing more and more creative people arrive in my Discord, and some of them are mods on games I love. Some of them are just starting out. Some of them are really great artists. Grim Leafer is doing some great music at the moment, and has done for a couple of my videos. He actually did my stream starting screen that was on there. Hey Dechi. So we've got this kind of group of really talented people. And I think if it's funneled in the correct way, I think we might be able to make something one day. But maybe when the community is a little bit bigger, maybe we could do something. The cat's just figured out that's Woodall, yeah. If you ever want something drawn, I'm mildly decent at it. See? I really think that with the artists, we've got writers as well. Like we've got like everyone. we've literally got every piece of the puzzle. It just needs putting together, and then it's time consuming. So yeah, I would absolutely love to do that. All right. This is a good question from Ember Share. You seem to have a pretty sophisticated setup for recording. Did you purchase it all since you started making videos? How much research did you have to do to figure out what all you wanted? So the setup that I have at the moment is very different from the one that I started with. So when I first picked it up and first started making videos, I had my PC, which has always been decent because, you know, gamer. And then outside of that, I was shooting every video up until the Silent Hill 2 remake. I was shooting on my phone and then editing on Premiere Pro, which I'd used before for like random like band things, and I'll come on to that later as well. But yeah, so I was basically shooting on my phone, editing on Premiere on a decent PC, nothing crazy, but like a decent PC, and that was it. And then I then went on my honeymoon. I came back, and a friend of mine runs a filmmaking company, so they do all kinds of things, really. They do events, they do commercial things, they do music videos, documentaries, they do all kinds of really, really cool things. It's not like a giant operation, but like it's a really, really great operation. And essentially, we kind of noodled on it for ages, and the idea was then basically to go and work with those guys on their creative projects, because I have the chops to do it, apparently, according to them and well, some of you people here. So I started helping them on their commercial side of things, and then they helped me on some of my bits. So it means that I have access to their cameras and such now. So we're not using anything crazy for my stuff. So it's like we're using Panasonic Lumixes, S52s, I think that is the camera. I can't even claim to be technically gifted when it comes to camera gear, but nothing is crazy expensive. And you've seen from the behind the scenes stuff that I do that the green screen setup is not it's not very professional. It's great, but it's nothing crazy. So you're mad talented. Don't talk down about yourself. Thank you, man. That's really kind of you. It's really kind of you. First video I watched of yours, I was like, this guy is new to this, but he knows what he's doing. Yeah, I've basically for the last 12 months just been trying to figure it all out. It's been amazing to have you guys here on the journey with me. This actually leads me on really nicely to the next question, which is also from Embershare. Sometimes in the bloopers, I see signs of another person helping you. Could you introduce us to them, or talk a little bit about who they are and some background on why they decided to help on your channel? So 99 times out of 100, the guy helping me is a guy called Chris Porter, who is the head of that film company. So he's a creative genius. He's a real fucking awesome dude. I've been friends with him and have been in bands with him when I was like in my early 20s. So we've been friends for like 10 to 15 years, maybe 10, 12 years, something like that. Anyway, and he's a really great dude. Really, really nice guy, very creative. And yeah, basically just supports me through all of it. So the parts that I control are obviously all of the gameplay capture. Shout out to Christ. Christ Porter. So the parts that I control are, I do gameplay capture, I write everything, obviously all the memes and the jokes and things are mine. I do all of the scripting and then plan out like the story of each one of the videos. And then when I then go to Chris and we shoot the green screen stuff using his camera, audio, and he's also, I think probably his biggest part is his control of the lighting. So he'll be very pleased if you ever notice. But essentially, if you ever look at one of my videos and look at when I'm composited into a scene, just notice the lighting on me, because he's usually in the background somewhere with like a light on a wand trying to replicate fire or something like that. Here's a really cool one. So this is from He Is Cat Now, one of our many beautiful moderators, and she asked, you've always got cool collectibles in the background of your videos. What are your 5 favorites? So this is a really cool one, and I need a little sip for this. So Okay, so I actually have them next to me. So these are loosely in order of my top 5 favorite ones. Sorry, I just want to read this from Fetching Neon Atlas. Of all the people that talk about games like you do, you talk in a more cohesive way, and it's hella a lot more organized. You also don't use an annoying fake voice. That is true, and I'm really grateful for that, because sometimes I feel like I need to hide my accent because it's in England not a great accent. But I really appreciate that. And yeah, I think it's really important to tell something in a really cohesive narrative, just to loop it all around. I do a lot in terms of storytelling that it's really complicated when I'm going through the process. LWP knows I'm a brummie. Can't hide it. I don't want to do the YouTube voice. I don't want to do it. Right, so top 5 collectibles. So I have them here, and I need to try and figure out. Okay, right, number 5 is this. So this is the Norris creature from The Thing. This is super hard to find. Ridiculously rare, and also super rare to have it in the box and not broken. So I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's super gross, honestly. But I absolutely love it. I've got so many crazy collectibles. Grimleafer, I can see the Woodle. It feels weird calling you anything other than your real name, but anyway. So I have this one, which is my 5th favorite. I don't know why I've never showed you, but I've got a couple more things that I'll show you. Number 4. I'm going to go with this. So you will have seen this. Call me my real name, I don't care. Okay, Zach. So number 4 is this. So this is, for those of you who don't know, I'm a bit of a pro wrestling fan. And this is my Attitude Era World Heavyweight Championship belt. So this is from 2001. And we got this on our first trip to Texas. We went to a place in Dallas called Dallas Vintage Toys, and this was sat there on the side. We were there for WrestleMania, which is going to be important in a second, actually. We were there for WrestleMania, and they had this there, and we picked it up and stuffed it in our suitcase and brought it home. So I love this thing, absolutely love that. And that brings me on to number 3, which is from that same trip. So they do these little mini belts for WrestleManias, and they had this there. So this is from Dallas, and this is what 2022. So, and it has like little crystals in it and stuff. It's really, really cool. And one of the coolest parts about it is the print on the back. So it's Texas, right? So a lot of cattle country and stuff. The dogs have never worn this, but yeah, it's got like a little cow print on it. Super cool. Absolutely love that thing. So that's 5, 4, and 3. So then I've actually got a wild card one as well that I can't place in a list. So number 2. This is something that I didn't have when I was a kid, and I bought this a few years ago during COVID when I needed dopamine hits. And I also bought a lot of the rest of the collection as well, but this is like the pinnacle of it. So this is an original from the time. It's not you, Monty, no. It's this. I'll let you kind of guess, actually, what it is. You probably will know if you know how old I am. You know what card would be most important to me. So I'm going to let you guess. This is no longer red wine. This is just water. I wish it was a Shadowless Charizard. Mr. Mime. Yeah, you already know. You already know. So it's still in a little sleeve, but this thing is like minty, absolutely minty. between Mewtwo from the movie or Charizard from 151. Yeah, I love this thing so much. So that's number 2. Oh, Silburn, it's okay, man. You can always come back. You can always go back to the beginning and such. We're kind of only like a few... we're only a few questions in. No joke, though. Mr. Mime is my favourite, not going to lie. Fair point. It's a fair point. Mr. Mime's baller. I watch a lot of PokeRev, and he hates Mr. Mime, and that stresses me out. Spoonie, what's up, man? How's the streaming going? I'm sorry I couldn't make the last one, but yeah, I'm so hyped that you're making stuff, dude. You've got a great voice for it. You've got a great face for it, and your setup looks awesome as well. So I hope it's going well, mate. My number 1 favorite collectible. Number 1 favorite collectible is this. This was in the back of the Resi 2 video. Is this. So this is from, obviously it's from Terminator 2. I don't have any of the accessories or anything like that, but this is the one that my mum and my actual real life mum and dad got me when I was a kid. I still remember opening this when I was like 6 or something like that. Is there a date on it? There's no date on it. I bet there is somewhere. But yeah, so this is from when I was actually a kid. Like I was like 5 or 6 years old, and I've still got it. It creaks, and the eyes still light up if you put batteries in it. You also have a non-real life mum and dad. Fair point. That's a fair point. I also have one little wild card as well. What inspired you to start doing horror game breakdown videos, and what video you feel is your greatest so far? I'm going to copy that into another question because someone has asked that same question, and I'm going to come back to that. But they didn't ask the second part, and I think that's a really, really important part of it. I cannot get that pop-up to close now. There we go. So, wildcard entry for favourite collectible. Now, this is just something that's really special to me. You're probably going to think this is lame as all hell. But when I started this channel, it was really intense. And that first 1,000 subs was very difficult to come by. And I was really excited about it. And it was tracking, I was getting like 5 subscribers a day or something like that, which was amazing, really, really cool. And it was tracking in February, mid-February, that I was going to hit 1,000 subs, which is nuts, absolutely nuts. It's crazy now that I got 14,000, like even that blows my mind. And my wife had just gotten into making little clay things, and she made me this. And she gave it to me on the day that I hit 1,000 subs. So it's a little clay coaster, basically. And it's got the date on it for when I first hit 1,000 subs. Which was Valentine's Day in February. And we now call it 1,000-times Day. So this is always here. I always have this here. And it was weird not having it there. So yeah, so that was my 1,000-times Day present. So, next. Where was I? Okay, next one is from Lone Wolf. How'd you learn to edit like that? So I'm completely self-taught. The first video I ever made was the one that came out a year ago today. Other than like covers, which is literally just I filmed myself, I clipped around it and shoved it on the internet for people to hate. But the gaming one was the first one I'd ever made. And I edited in a way that I like watching videos. I'll touch on it later in terms of like what content I've been around as I've been growing up, but you just kind of get a feel for like what, I don't know, what you like to see, and I edit in that way. And if sometimes that's really difficult because I'm just like, well, how do they do things like that? So I'm always trying to learn new tricks, basically. So yeah, you're seeing me learn with every video. But yeah, completely self-taught. I've never had anyone help me with an edit. yeah, it's something I'm really proud of, and I'm also really protective of. So even if I didn't have outside help in terms of shooting and things like that now, editing will always be my part of it, because it's literally my personality. I feel like the script is obviously one thing, but like, and my opinions on games and stuff are one thing, but the edit is so personal to me that it will never not be me that does it. So if I ever become, you know, Mikey Beast, then I'll still be editing the videos. Right, one from Rex, really active newer member of our community. He said, what do you think about our community and your YouTube/Twitch career? I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty freaking happy with it. I have a Discord server, and I imagine most of the people that are chatting right now are in the Discord server. But if you're not, there's links on the YouTube. Go and join. There's about 400 or so people in there, and it's been running for just a few months. But it's just the loveliest group of people. And I wouldn't change it. I love the community that I've built so far. It's incredibly, I don't know, welcoming, diverse. It's just a really rad place to be. A really, really rad place to be. And when I used to get super nervous about releasing content, it was really strange, because you make something and then you just throw it out into the ether, and then you get no immediate feedback until it starts coming through, and you start getting the occasional comment, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. It's really strange. And when I started doing premieres on YouTube, it was nice to get that instant feedback. But now I've got a Discord, it's like, okay, even if I put something out there that doesn't land with the algorithm for whatever reason, having a group of people around me, it feels like it insulates me. And maybe it feels selfish, but like, I don't know, it feels like I'm protected from shit. Do you know what I mean? I honestly, I would not change it for a thing. It's yeah, I wouldn't change. I love this community so much. Just going back through a couple of chat things. Came across your channel very recently, and I literally just saw a dude wearing a Motorhead t-shirt talking about Silent Hill 4. Instant subscribe. Watched every one so far. Hell yeah. Thank you, man. That's really, really kind of you. Yeah, I feel like I've made a rod for my own back with band t-shirts, because I try and wear something different all the time, just because, I don't know, I love the bonds that it creates with other people. Yeah, so I always try and do that, but I've not got infinite money, so buying all this shit is really expensive. That's why I put a super chat goal on this, because I was just like, I need money to buy props and, you know, pay for my mortgage. So next up, one from Sentai, another really great guy in the community, who poses as my son. He's not actually my son. Do you think going into YouTube changed your life for the better? This is an awesome question, and I could probably go into this a bit more in the next question as well. But essentially, in a nutshell, 1,000 times yes. I'm doing something that is creative, and it just works with my brain in such a nice way. Yeah, I'm obsessed with this, absolutely obsessed with it. And it might sound silly because, you know, I don't have 1 million subscribers or whatever, but I'm obsessed with it, and I do think it's changed my life for the better. There are challenges that come with it, without a doubt, but definitely, yeah, I wouldn't change it. So this is a really pertinent question raised by Waffle. What is an ongoing challenge you have, either in being a YouTuber or being creative, and how do you plan on working on it? Sorry. So let me just catch up on a couple of bits here. Hype Nausea. To be fair, your video sparked my interest in Resident Evil and Silent Hill, despite never having played anything besides PT. Wow, what an entry point that is. Now all I watch is content on these games, preferably you. That's amazing. I don't want to just be a constant positive Pete, but like everyone is just so nice here, so it's hard not to be. But PT is a hell of an entry point with no context. Holy hell. I will show you a piece of me playing that later on in the highlight video from the last 12 months. So, but no, that's awesome. Resi and Silent Hill are incredible things. Incredible things. I saw your music channel on my Discord and I was like, I found my people. Hell yeah. I love the server. Genuine people and Mikey's content and takes are some of my favorites. Amazing. Yeah, it's a great server, right? It's so nice. Quick, everyone be mean to him. You couldn't if you tried. You're all too nice. So Waffle asked, what's an ongoing challenge you have in either being a YouTuber or being creative, and how do you plan on working on it? Sorry. So I was going to talk about this a second ago, but it felt right to do it now. Because I'm so obsessed with it, it completely rules my brain. I'm never not thinking about it. So I work all day, every day on this, even if it's just, hey, I'm going to go and check on the Discord server, because that is part of managing the community is part of everything. So it's incredibly intense. Before I started the first video, I was militant with the Mikey ecosystem. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. So before I started the first video, I was militant in the gym. I was training for 2.5 years. I was, I guess you would call it bodybuilding. And I was doing it relentlessly, 4 or 5 times a week training, tracking every single calorie that came into my body, every gram of protein. And it was, you know, protein shakes, creatine, blah, 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 all of that stuff. And it slowly tapered off as I was as I started making content, because it's so intense. And it's what's really difficult is if I put out a video, the channel grows. The subscriber number goes up regardless, like that's how it goes. So it feels like if I ever stop, I'm wasting time, and I'm wasting the energy, right? So it's really hard to distance myself from making content to look after myself, which means everything else falls by the wayside. That is something I have to improve on. So whether that's just training, or even just chilling out, just not making content. It's I really struggle with that. I really struggle with that. And there are times that I really do have trouble sleeping, because I'll head to bed, my brain's firing, and then that's it. Like I'm up. So that could be, you know, 5 in the morning, I'm awake and I'm back in this room, back making content. So it's something I'm trying to deal with. I don't want to sound woe is me at all, by the way. I absolutely fucking love what I'm doing, but I do need to find a bit of a balance. And I appreciate you all for saying I need to take breaks. And Kaz, I know you get it. But yeah, that's something I need to work on. So, so what inspired you to make a YouTube channel about horror games, and what video do you feel is your greatest so far? I've tacked on what someone asked earlier on into this one as well. So what inspired you to make a YouTube channel about horror games? It was never my intention to make a YouTube channel about horror games. Just throwing that out there. It was never my intention. I started making more and more horror videos because my video on scariest enemies did very well for me at the time. I think it did about 4,000 views or something like that, which was just unheard of. So I was just like, oh, I'll keep doing horror stuff because I love the genre as it is. So I was just like, I'll just keep going then. I'll just keep making that stuff. And that did better and better. And then I tried to introduce a new genre. I did Max Payne. It didn't do so well. And then I kept going, and then I did The Thing as a means to try and branch out into more kind of movie game tie-ins so I could occasionally go to that and go and do like I don't know, like RoboCop, and get really obscure and do things like Cliffhanger and things like that. And that one didn't do so well, so I was just like, okay, cool, I'll go back into horror stuff. And you'll see in the next video I'm really moving away from horror again, just to try something different. I'll never stop trying to improve the content, even if it doesn't work every time. I'm always going to keep trying to, you know, try new things and see what you guys like the most, and see what pushes the channel the furthest, if that makes sense. So yeah, I never want to be the Resident Evil and Silent Hill guy. And I appreciate those of you that enjoyed like the Thing and Max Payne stuff as well. But yeah, I never intended to be like yeah, the Resi and Silent Hill guy. I love those franchises, but yeah, that's it. So the next video, if you don't know, and there's not tons of people here, so I'm just gonna keep it a secret. So just don't look anyone else. Like, just let's keep this between us. The next video is on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. So I'm doing 3 challenges for it. I'm talking about the impact of it culturally on my generation and future generations. I feel like I've got hair on me or something, and I can't get it off. So I'm talking about the cultural impact on it. So that's the way we dressed, our attitudes and character, the music that we listen to, and I'm running 3 challenges with it as well. So I'm going to try and do a kickflip in the game. It's pretty simple. A kickflip on a tech deck, and a kickflip in real life. I can't skate. I skated for about 6 months when I was 12. I cannot skate. So the shoot for that is all done. I've been shooting it for 4 weeks, I think. And that will be out hopefully in about a week. So I'm super excited about that. Hey, I love your videos. Which video did you have the most fun making? I don't think I can answer this later on, so I'll just hit you with this now. Most fun video. I'm gonna say Silent Hill 2 remake, because I made it with my wife. We were in the living room downstairs with a janky green screen, shot the whole thing on my phone, and it was just obscenely fun. Close second is the next video that's coming out. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I'm so excited for you to see it. I'm so excited for you to see it. It is without a doubt the best video I've ever made. Without a doubt. So, right. Let's go into this next question. Welcome on in, unknown subject. That is Rex. I answered one of your questions earlier on, Rex. This one absolutely nearly sent my soul out of my body when I read it the first time. What gave you the final push to start making videos, being as you're in your late 30s? Killed me. Absolutely killed me. Late 30s. I turned 36 a month ago. But I wasn't really offended. Because, yeah. It is what it is. He said, Unk, while you on the internet. Basically, yeah. I definitely have a hair on me somewhere. Ah, there it is. It's a thread from the t-shirt. There we go. Okay. What gave me the final push? I truly looked at Mikey. I'm late 30s, 38, baby. Yeah, that's it. Right. So what gave me the push was I'll come to my favorite creators. I was watching their stuff, and I was watching stuff from other creators that were very popular, and I was just like, I could do that. I could do that. I know I could do it. I'm so glad that people are saying I don't look old. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. 40 in 4 years, eh? What a time to be alive. Maybe I won't be alive for that long. No, I'm joking. So, yeah, I saw all of my favorite content creators, and I was just like, I could do that. Some of it's really simple, and I have all of the tools for it. And I've done things like graphic design for bands. I've performed on stages. Oh, Spoonie, what a treat. Thank you so much. What's my favorite soup? Heinz cream of tomato soup, I think it's called, or just creamy tomato. That with some bread and butter. Put that together. That is an elite meal. That is an elite meal. I don't care what anyone says. That's the meal. I'm going to love heart that. So, bread or breadsticks? No, just bread. Simple white bread. Oh, I've seen that with the grilled cheese. You're all playing into my ADHD here, because I cannot ignore soup. Soup or money, I cannot ignore. People should know that. So yeah, basically, answer to this question, I needed to. I felt like I could do what these people were doing, and that's what I'm still trying to do. Amnesia the Bunker stream when? I will never stream. Here's a promise to you. I will never stream Amnesia the Bunker. I will never ever stream it, and I'll tell you why. it's because I'm going to make a video on it. That's a fact. How is your experience having ADHD and being a streamer content creator? I am going to throw this in at the end because that's a really, really important question to me. So I will throw that in down here. Let me just grab your name as well. Okay, that won't paste for some reason. Ah! There we go. All right, I'll answer that later on because it's really helpful, but also not helpful. Long story short, can I get a sip of the Costco coffee? Thank you so much for the $2, brother. And if I get a large with the money that has come in, we can share sips, right? Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Oh, this is a really tough one. So the Evil Bread asked, if you could adapt any classic horror film into a game, not asymmetrical garbage, I love that they said that, what would you choose and how would you play it? Budget is not a problem. And this was one of the only questions I had to sit and think about because I was like, I don't want to give a shit answer. But anyway, here's a shit answer. Oh, Spoonie again. Man, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are paying my mortgage, sir. Thank you. Classic horror film. I would love to see some kind of, I don't know, like Jason Voorhees or like Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger type game that is just single player, where it's a bit more in the vein of like an Alien Isolation kind of thing, where you're just trying to evade them, but not in like a dumb horror movie trope kind of way. I know this is what I was thinking anyway. I think giving them a really nice AI like the Xenomorph from Isolation, I think would be really, really cool. That is my... No, so not Dead by Daylight. Not an online thing, nothing to do with online. Keep this goddamn game away from a live service. Yeah, that would be my idea. If budget was no issue and we could afford the licenses for those things, our little community could make a Nightmare on Elm Street game, and we're just trying to evade Freddy. I think as well, a Nightmare on Elm Street one would be so cool because the environments, or biomes or whatever, could be so varied because they can be dreamscapes. I don't know. I thought that'd be really cool. I've kind of already touched on this one, but this is one from Red Like Roses. Do you plan on expanding the genres you post on your channel? Yes. So I touched on this earlier on. I won't spend too much time on this one, but I absolutely, definitely want to do this. So Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is next. After that, I'm really tempted to do another Could You Survive video. This time doing Silent Hill rather than Resi, but it being rather than could you survive against these specific types of enemies, it would be could you survive, which protagonist's version of Silent Hill could you survive, in terms of just the Team Silent games though, because they're the best ones. Just putting it out there. So like 1, 2, 3 and 4, Harry, James, Heather and Henry, whose version of Silent Hill could you survive? And I'll do something a bit more interesting. So I did it all challenge based before I gave myself stats. I'd expand on that and make it real, a bit more cinematic. I'm just catching up on the chat. Spoonie, come on now. So much money coming at me. I'm drowning in cash at this point. Thank you so much, man. Seriously, thank you so much, mate. Don't leave at Homecoming. You know how much Kazza loves it. Oh, mad for it. And he's sticking with Harry. Okay. Hype Nausea. I'm gonna hit the store before they close real quick. Hope I don't miss my questions. Ah, right. Well, we'll see. They'll always be here though to come back. I'll never delete the stream. This will always live here. So, right, next question is from Red Like Roses. Do you get inspired by anyone? Now, this is one of the reasons that I went into content creation at all. There aren't many people that I'm super inspired by. There's probably some more obscure ones, like I like Linus Tech Tips. I like Marquez Brownlee, especially Marquez Brownlee because of the cinematic way in that he shoots his content and that he delivers it. I think it's really interesting to be able to do that for like tech, which is why I felt that my kind of angle on the gaming niche would be like cinematic displays of it, kind of thing. Same with like I say with Marquez. I really like the way he does it. But in terms of humor, there are two people. PC building stream, I would love to do that. Although the last time I built a PC, I was up until like 3 a.m. just troubleshooting the whole time, listening to country music. The two people that are my kind of humor influences would be Nakey Jakey and Eddie Burback. Those are my two guys. If they post something, I will watch it, even if it's a topic that I'm not interested in. Release your own screwdriver range, make it look like Long Mikey. I have got a whole section dedicated to Long Mikey later on. Video dunking on Homecoming when? It will be so easy to do that. But I don't think I'll ever make content where I'm punching at games. I don't think so. Just because having been a game dev for 5 years, I know how hard it is. And I think it would suck to have one of your games absolutely annihilated on the internet. It must suck. Do you plan on making a random cooking video? I think Muncie would want me to make a cooking video just so I would cook. Right, next question. Lucifer. If you were forced to pick, which horror game would you choose to be sent into as the main character? I need to not die. I think that Silent Hill for me would be pretty chill because I haven't like killed my wife or anything. I don't have any like possessed like reincarnated children or anything. My dad isn't anyone like nuts. But then again, Henry was pretty just a chill dude, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Silent Hill because I think it'd just be chill. Henry actually a gentleman, yeah, right? Yeah, I think it'd be chill. So yeah, Silent Hill. That's my answer. Papa Cake, one of the goats of the channel, Seb. Which video game soundtrack is your goat, your greatest of all time? I had to think about this a lot. Because there are so many. I think I've got to give it to Streets of Rage. Not even because it's the best soundtrack. I think there are some really amazing soundtracks. Like I love the music in The Last of Us. There's loads of Resi stuff. Oh, but then Silent Hill. Wait. Pause. I think Silent Hill. I think Streets of Rage, because of what it means to me as a person as well. Like that was like formative years, Streets of Rage. Very close second would be Silent Hill or Resident Evil, but Resident Evil 2 specifically. Everything like ahead of 4. The music's good, but it's not like iconic. Yeah, Cat Rage is a good point. Silent Hill 3. Blaze or Axel? Axel, all day. I went to be Axel when I was a kid, but my dad was always on the first one. My dad was always Axel, so I always had to be Adam. I didn't want to be Adam, although I did like his yellow vest. So that's the answer to that question. Streets of Rage. I've just called it. Next question from Authority Goddess. What horror game mechanics scare you the most? I hate that this is the answer, but it's jump scares. You've seen me on streams if you've been to my streams before. I shit my pants at jump scares. If I need to do at some point, I should do like a top-down camera on my mouse, because you would have seen sometimes when I get jump scared, you'll see a lot of this, a lot of freaking around, right? Twilight Princess is my favourite game soundtrack. Oh man, Don't give me more choices, because I could be here all night. I could truly be here all night. Next question from Red Light Roses again. Red Light Roses shipped a lot of questions in here. Are they even in the stream? Are they here? Jumped so hard and tabbed out. Oh my god, yeah, the Lethal Company. Yeah. You'd have lost your lasagna in there. Absolutely. Oh, Scoring Joker, thank you so much for the donation there, mate. Thank you. Have I played Fear 1 or 2? I've not played the second one, but I've played the first one a heck of a lot especially when I was growing up, and that is a banger of a game. Again, another one I would love to do a video on. That has some of the most perfect shooting mechanics in any game I've ever played. What video game death animation has stuck with you? There's some I can hear if I just close my eyes, like Ryu's in Street Fighter. I can hear it. There's the Grand Theft Auto one with the camera flash, the shutter sound. I think it's a shutter sound. That's another huge one for me that just instantly replays. But I think the one that I remember the most is from the early Resident Evils, where you get the bloody "you died" and then it's just zombies munching on you. And no bite sound has ever made that noise in a Resident Evil game. No bite sound has ever made that noise. So those are my main ones. Another question here from, I never know how to pronounce this. Argillian Knives? Just going to say that. What would your Silent Hill monster look like? Will it just be Long Mikey but multiple? I need to explain what Long Mikey is here. There's more on this later, but what would your Silent Hill monster look like? I think it would be a dentist. I fucking hate the dentist. I don't have bad teeth, but I really hate the dentist. I have a couple of dental implants at the vet from a couple of teeth I lost when I was a good few years ago, and they had to like drill up into my jawbone, put little pegs in there with a tiny little, the ratchets they use in like Formula 1 racing, and it's like pushed up into my jawbone, attached little porcelain not veneers, are they veneers? Whatever they are, implants. And I had to have a couple of those, and it fucking sucked. So yeah, the final boss in my Silent Hill game would be a dentist. Just really scary dentist. Long Mikey though, on the other hand, give me a sec, because I need to show you what that actually pertains to. So, if you're not in my Discord server, this is going to be a really scary moment for you. Right. So, this is Long Mikey. I really hope I don't get like demonetized because YouTube thinks this is a cock. So I posted a photo of, it was just this face. I mean, this isn't even my face. This is an AI version of it. But yeah, basically, Munty created this. Yeah. She created this, posted it in the thing, and it's just kind of taken on a life of its own. It gets posted all the time. It's become GIFs. It's the banner, the server banner on Discord. It's in my stream videos. It is everywhere. Even has its own emote stack. It does. So that's Long Mikey. Right, next question. Sir Gale asked, Fatal Frame 2 remake is coming very soon. Any chance you're going to talk about the series? I would love to. I would love to. There's a lot of Japanese games that I would love to... What am I doing with my arms? Like Randy Orton. I would love to. Fatal Frame, Siren. I don't even know these games very well at all, because I've never played them. Richmond. Onimusha was another one that I would love to talk about. There's lots of Japanese games that I haven't touched yet, and I would love to. So maybe someday soon. Next question. When are you going to make a video about Def Jam Fight for New York? Because that game is a freaking dime. I love this question. My God. What a game that was. I don't know if I'll ever make a video on it. I would need to license a lot of music for that, but fuck it, why not? If the Tony Hawk video go, Randy, no way, Randy's your favorite wrestler. That's so sick. That's so cool. Scoring Joker, Japanese horror equals best horror. I might agree with you there. I played the Bathhouse recently on stream, and that was fantastic. That was another Japanese one. I have a question. Have you ever had a dream that you could just I tried to get through the whole thing, but I couldn't do it. I absolutely love that video of that little kid. Bless him. Next question. This is from one of my best friends, Tough Love Pappy. What games or consistent genres do you also love outside of horror? Is horror your favorite genre? You're gonna hate the answer to this question. I think, is horror my favorite genre? I'm a huge fan of roguelikes. And the last couple of years, I definitely love like some kind of deck building roguelike type of thing. I think that's probably like my most consistent love outside of horror, and I would probably say that's my favorite kind of game. The three games that really stand out are Balatro, Inscription, and Slay the Spire. Oh shit, I literally just saw Spoonie say Slay the Spire as I looked up. Those are, and I can't wait for the sequel, Slay the Spire sequel. Oh my god, that's going to be incredible. I hope so anyway, fingers crossed. And that goes way back to Pokemon. It goes back to Triple Triad. It's Gwent. It's Hearthstone. It's all of those things. I would love to make a video just about card games. I would probably say that. Rocket, I know you by so many names, sir. What are you playing now? I have a question for that later on, and I will hit you. I'll hit you with that. Don't worry about it. Outside of that, you're gonna hate it. Sports games. I love a management sim, like Football Manager, soccer, not the hand egg stuff. Yeah, absolutely love a management game. If I can strategize for the next 5 years of a football club to turn them from low league strugglers to championship winning teams, woo, sign me up. Spreadsheet simulator, woo, gimme all day. Next question. What team do you support? Ready's unfollow button. Aston Villa. I'm a Villa fan. I'm a Brummie, so it's only going to be one of a few. Yeah, Aston Villa fan, have been since birth, basically. For better or worse. Straight Ghostin asked, what is it specifically that draws you, and by extension us, to horror games? Silburn, who do you support? What draws me to horror games? They have lore that no other genre has. If you ever want to get right into a story, horror, like nothing comes close to horror, which is kind of crazy. I don't think I'm wrong in saying that. That was a hot take, but I really don't think there's anything that comes close. I like the jump scares and like that's fun. I like the disturbing nature of it, but outside of, there's so much to it as well. Like with lore comes great character design, and with that level of narrative, it almost gets baked in that there's great music with it too. So yeah, I'm not from the UK or Europe, so no one. I'm a neutral, but I dislike a certain team that plays in red a bit too much. Liverpool or Man United. I have no affinity to either of those teams, so I find a lot of comfort from the themes explored in horror games. That's a fair point as well. There's a lot of Liverpool. Yeah, I'm not really a Liverpool fan, but Villa did beat them 7-2 during the COVID years, which was one of my favourite matches of all time, even though it's in front of no one. Yeah, there's a lot of dark themes in horror stuff, and some of it is interesting to explore. You ever played any of the FromSoft games? I am going to talk about those in a minute. Next question. Andre Rodasits? I'm only gonna pronounce that once. Mr. CJ Porter. Hi, Michael. Spell my name right next time. Long time listener, first time caller here. I have a question. When the apocalypse comes, and it will, I'm keen to know your strategy, please. So, for those who don't know, Mr. CJ Porter, this is Chris. This is the guy that helps me with shoots. He's the lighting genius. Shower this man with love, because he does wonderful things. I can't answer this question right now. This isn't a live Q&A, Christopher. I'll answer this later on. I'll yeet it into the backlog, because I simply can't get into this now, because it's too distracting. An Englishman who isn't entirely crazy about football, is the universe fake? In horror games, my coaches. I see you rocking great band merch throughout your videos. Knock Loose, Kubla Khan. So who are your top 3 favourite bands? Oh, can I throw this one in later? I have a whole band section. And I'll definitely come back to that one. Definitely come back to that one. Right, I need to move on. I need to keep going. Okay. I love this question so much. Steve Webster Music asked, have you played Signalis? And if the answer is no, what is wrong with you? So, no, I haven't. And I don't want to play it until I can cover it. So I was speaking with my good friend Kazza about this, and he did a video that was, I think, 6,000 hours long about Signalis. Signalis? So I haven't touched it yet, because I really want to play it. And I'm sorry that I haven't. Next question, similar topic. So, Cinda DiMaggio, I believe it is. When will the Plants and Zombies vid come out? I love that game. It scratches the same kind of itch as like a roguelike for me. I don't think I'll make a video on it. I don't think I could... It's pronounced... I don't think I could make a video out of it, but it is a fantastic game. Maybe I could stream it at some point. Next one. Have you considered playing Clive Barker's... This music's a bit moody, isn't it? It's getting a bit intense. Have you considered playing Clive Barker's Jericho or The Suffering? Both kind of weird underground horror games from a different era. I played The Suffering, and it was rad. I've never played Jericho, but I remember seeing it. Where was it? In Blockbuster? I remember seeing the case for it, and I've never played it. The Suffering is rad. I would love to cover that one. I love that kind of late to mid PS2, early PS3 era of horror games. I just think they're... I could send you my big box of Jericho if you'd like, Mikey. Is that a threat? A euphemism? Don't know how I feel about that. Phantasmagoria. I've never even heard of that. Is that... Are you having me on? Jericho is cool, but felt unfinished to me, if that makes sense. Maybe I should just check it out rather than just intending to cover it. It's Leon. Oh, Spoonie, you got to stop. Oh, Vampire Survivors though. Oh, I'm really glad you did actually say that, because I could have missed that. Oh man, what a game that is. Yeah, another one. So I bought a Steam Deck recently. I've even featured it in the new video because I'm obsessed with it already, but I only have Balatro installed on it. So anytime I have like a second free, which I don't have very often, I'm just like, I guess I'll just play some Balatro. I'll just sit here and play some Balatro. We were watching the wrestling earlier on. I'll just play a little bit of Balatro while we're watching that. It's Survivor Series later tonight. I'll just play a little bit of Balatro. What kind of games do you play in your own free time? So at the moment, Balatro, and outside of that, if I ever want to actually enjoy the big screen gaming, Battlefield 6, I cannot get off it. As I've gotten older, I respect the fact that I am no longer a sharpshooter. But if you fall next to me, buddy, I'm fucking picking you up. I'm defibbing the life back in to everyone. If I am on the front line with an LMG, I'm purely suppressing people, and I am just I am just going around with defibs. I'm picking you up. So yeah, that's me at the moment. That is me. Have you played with HZ? No, I haven't. No, I haven't played it with anyone in the server. Maybe I should at some point. Resident Evil 7 in VR works for me. Oh god, that's so good. Such a good game in VR as well. I played it on the PlayStation VR, and it was really, really good. I did the same for Village. Did I do? Yeah. Grey's Anatomy stream run. Have you done Arc Raiders yet? No, I haven't. And I'm scared to play it because I know it'll just pull me away from Battlefield and I'll never play it again. As a dopamine-driven sweat, you're my favourite BF6 teammate. RE8 Enthusiast asked, you've covered a lot. Oh, barely fit in the window. I cannot tell you how long it took to write the script for that window in OBS. Holy hell. You've covered a lot of different franchises and games in your videos, many of which I'm a big fan of. I'd like to know which of these are your favourites, like your favourite overall franchise and favourite overall game. Love your videos, by the way. Since making this channel, I have got such a profound new love for Silent Hill. I don't think anything comes close to it, just thinking off the top of my head. And of those games, I think 3 is probably my favourite. It's nuts. I think that's where I'm at the moment. I think Silent Hill, and again, I'm not just like only a horror guy. There's just something about those games that just really flipping does it for me. Just really does it for me. Do I believe in aliens? I can answer that one quickly. Absolutely. I watched a video yesterday with a guy from NASA while I was trying to stay awake, like in the like midnight, 1 a.m. And I think the idea that there are no aliens is insane to me. I don't want to have hot takes or anything like that, but the universe is so big. How could there not be intelligent life? I don't know whether I believe it in the same way that Tom DeLonge believes it, in that they're floating around in our atmosphere and in flying saucers and stuff, but I just think the idea that intelligent life not being out there is insane. It almost feels arrogant. There it is. I said it. Buble Waster said, what game entry or series that has been requested or hasn't been requested but is popular that you absolutely do not want to touch upon, and why? So this leans into what someone said earlier about FromSoft. So I would love to make a video on Bloodborne or Demon Souls or Dark Souls or Elden Ring, but they are such long games that I just don't know how long it would take me. Maybe I will do this one day, but if I'm putting 60 hours into Elden Ring to get a playthrough, it's so much footage, and the lore is so like I don't know. It doesn't drip feed you it, so it would be damn tough to make. So I haven't touched a FromSoft game yet. Maybe I would start with one of their smallest games and then go from there. But yeah, that's one that I would love to make a video on, but I just would not touch it at the moment. I was scared to even cover Silent Hill 2, the remake of Silent Hill 2. Their long game sounds like a skill issue. Yeah, it is. Elden Ring is particularly long. The others are much shorter in comparison. True, they are, but yeah, I think there's some incredible lore videos out there already. So like, what would I do that would make them, that would make my video better? Do you know what I mean? Because I never just want to retell the story of games. I always want to have a different slant on it. Like Silent Hill 4 was the Silent Hill that nearly broke me, and Resi 2 was, the game that terrified me as a kid. There always needs to be like a slightly different slant on it. But yeah. What was your inspiration to make your kind of videos? I've seen many channels, but your videos are so good, funny, and engaging. Adding yourself makes it have more depth. I just saw what other people were doing, and I was just like, I think there is a little tiny gap in the market for a British guy to do something that is a bit cinematic, a bit more personable, and yeah, just a little bit different. That I couldn't see a lot of people doing it that are certainly not British people. So I was just like, screw it, let's try it. Scoring Joke, thank you so much for the dono, sir. Very, very kind of you. I have played The Evil Within, and I don't want to talk about it too much because it's on my list of games that I would like to cover soon, along with a few other games. Last of Us, BioShock, Evil Within. Those are all kind of floating around in the ether, and I kind of just want to see how my next video does before I look at the next thing, because I've also got some really wacky ideas. If people love the challengey type stuff that I'm doing with Tony Hawk, I'm like, okay, let's go back and talk about all of the old WWF games, and I'll go and practice being a professional wrestler. Like, that's the scope of the things that I want to do. Okay, people love the old Need for Speed Underground games. Let's go and kit out an old Subaru Impreza, or let's go and learn how to drift. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, if the next video bombs, no problem. It was worth trying, and I'm really proud of it regardless. But can it open up other doors? People always want a Wii Sports video as well. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do like a whole Wii thing. So Alan Wake 2, there's another one. So yeah, there's many things that I want to do at the moment, but we'll see how we go. Next question from ILY Chris Franco, or I love you Chris Franco. I bet you just wanted people to say that, and it worked. Here it is. I love you Chris Franco. I just said it. Out of all the games you've played, what game or series truly changed your life, if there is one? Good question. There's loads. It would be unfair to pick one. But one game that I've not spoken about at all today is Metal Gear Solid. Playing that demo when it came out, I didn't even have the full game, but the intro cinematic and the music and the voice acting and the storyline, it opened my eyes that games could be something so different. And not many other games had done that before. Like, Resi was scary and it was a bit melodramatic, and Streets of Rage had really great combat mechanics and it was really like gritty and stuff. But Metal Gear was like, I don't know, it just completely opened my eyes to what gaming could be. Yeah, that's me. Dechi asked, this is impossible. What are the 3 worst and 3 best games you've played? Oof. It's really impossible. You already know like all of my favorite games, so like I won't do 3 best, but it's gonna, because it would be Streets of Rage, Golden Axe, Shinobi, Metal Gear, Silent Hill, Resident Evil. I would probably put The Last of Us in there. Call of Duty Modern Warfare would get a shout. Football Manager, Championship Manager 97-98. Worst games I've ever played. Choose any of the most recent 5 or even, I don't know, 8 FIFA games. I'd put one of those in there. Throw that in there. I haven't even... 3 worst is really difficult. Really tough. I haven't even played it, and I'm just gonna throw the new Black Ops in there just because I've seen the story mode. I've seen the use of AI that they've used for the title cards, and I just think it's disgusting. When I have worked for Microsoft. Oh, I don't want to get too heated here. Just gonna switch gears a little bit. But I have worked for Microsoft. I know the scale of that company. I know the talent that's there, and I also know the layoffs that have happened across many studios. And then I see something like AI title cards come into a game. I don't have many strong opinions, but that makes me really sick. I really don't like that. I'm sorry, I'm such a positive Pete, but like, I really despise that. Third worst game. Let me have a think for a sec. I don't know. Mass Effect Andromeda is a good shout. Hate when a massive corporation does that, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have another one. I think I'm going to stop there. I already got too angry about AI. This is a dangerous question because I've thought of a very controversial game. Write it. Put it in the chat. Put it in there now. I have no idea what that sounded like. I apologise if it was bad. Dragon Age Belguard. I never played it. Never played it. Can't get mad about it. Can't get mad about it. I'm just trying to think if there was anything else. I tell you what really pissed me off. Let me just make sure I'm getting the name right. Yeah, Starfield. I was so excited for that game when I saw what they were building. So that is all of the content creation-y questions. I'm now going into music stuff, and then we have some more like miscellaneous and random questions, and then I've got like a highlight reel of all of your favorite clips from the last 12 months, and then I'm gonna light this little bad boy. I'm gonna eat it after that video, and while we're in the highlight video, hit me with any questions that you want answered, and I will I'll dive into those at the end as well. We'll just do like a little impromptu Q&A type of thing. So next one is from Red Like Roses, and it is, do you plan on picking up an instrument again and making content with it, separate channel? I don't think I would have the time to do it, unfortunately. I would love to, but I just don't think I have the time. One of the things I forgot to mention earlier on actually is one of the reasons I started making video wise is because the loop of creating the content is so satisfying for my brain. Mustafa, thank you so much for being here, mate. The streamer will be on YouTube forever, so come and check it out. There might be more questions from you, who knows. So yeah, the loop of making content is so good for my type of brain. With music, I found that it would be super rewarding to start creating the content, and then, well, the music, and then I would need to record it, and it's like, I can kind of do that myself, but it's not as good as when a proper producer does it. And then the time it takes to learn production is a really long time to have it sounding good. And then there's a release cycle, which takes a while, and it's like, okay, do we need press? How big is this thing going to be? And then it's, okay, now we need to practice the hell out of it to get it sounding good in a live environment. Then we need to tour it. And then we're back to the creation again. The loop was massive, and I did it for 10 years. So it just, I don't know, something about it wasn't fast enough for me. If it was, I just do vocal covers, maybe I'd do that. Maybe I'd do that if I have the time to do it. But yeah, there's no intentions. I've still got all of my. I actually brought this back up here for this stream because this is an important stream to me, and that is my American Jim Root Fender Strat that I absolutely love. So I got this for my 30th birthday, and I absolutely love this thing. So I was like, it's really important to have this in the chat. But yeah, there's nothing on the horizon for making music content. Thank you for the compliments on the guitar as well. Miwo asked, who is your favorite bassist of all time? So those of you who know, or those of you who don't, I used to play bass a bit as well. And I only started playing bass because a band that I was really into at the time asked me to play bass for them, and I didn't play bass. So how did I turn the skateboard into a guitar? Watch the video and you'll find out. So they wanted me to play bass for them. I didn't play bass, but they knew I was a reasonably decent guitarist, so I was just like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. So I learned bass, and then there we go. But it wasn't like, I wasn't like a proper bassist. This is me fingering on stream. I used a plectrum, and it was distorted, and it was nasty, hardcore bass. So I don't really have a favourite bassist. I would probably say like Fieldy from Korn, purely because of the tone that he had for his bass. I love that. Absolutely love that. Clip that for the compilation. Next question is from Eisen Columbus Abonitala 3570. I don't know if I said that. correctly. Judging from the band shirts you wear, what are your favourite bands? Do you play instruments, even vocals? Are you in a band? So, judging from the band shirts you wear, favourite bands, there's a few of this throughout it. Favourite bands at the moment, I freaking love Kubla Khan. There is no band at the moment that gets me hyped like Kubla Khan. Absolutely love it. I also listen to a lot of Hudson Westbrook, country guy. I like Tyler Childers at the moment as well. Another country guy, just rambling country. Coulter Wall, another country guy. That's pretty much all I'm listening to at the moment. A lot of country, a lot of chill, this kind of music that you're hearing in your ear holes at the moment. And then Kubla Khan, I would say. This is a cool one. It kind of expands on that last one from I Love You, Chris Franco, and I truly do. Since I'm a music nerd, favourite genre and some artists or bands. Ooh, this is a big one. That last one, by the way, Tristan McNabb asked it as well. I just wanted to throw his name in the mix. So, favourite genre or some artists. So I will listen to anything. I'll listen to absolutely anything. But so I'm just going to absolutely scattergun you with some of my favourite bands. Our Lady Peace, the 1975. I bet you didn't expect that. Kubla Khan, Slipknot, Knocked Loose, Korn, Eminem. In fact, I know exactly what I can do here. I can go to my all-time playlist. Catfish and the Bottlemen, The Almost, Under Oath, Taking Back Sunday, Seosin, Dashboard Confessional, Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Nickelback, and I don't fucking care who knows it. I love Nickelback. Bombay Bicycle Club, My Chemical Romance, because I used to be emo and still am at heart. Cameron Doyle, you put out some of the most high quality video game videos on YouTube, not gonna lie, man, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I put a lot of time in, so knowing it's appreciated means a hell of a lot to me. Post Malone, Nirvana, Legia for anyone. I think that, the Smiths, definitely. Thin Lizzy, The Cure as well, while I'm at it. I haven't come across that yet, but yeah. Alexis on Fire, Every Time I Die, A Day to Remember. These are, basically those. Oh, hell yeah. Spoonie, you and I are very similar. Crowded House, White Star. Yeah, that's pretty much all of my favourite bands. Then we have a lot of long Mikey questions. So we have Red Light. We're nearly at the end now, by the way. So we're nearly into. We're nearly into. You've got a Cure connection. You've got a connection with everyone. We've got a lot of long Mikey questions. Is long Mikey? I'm just going to pop him on screen actually, just so you can see who I'm talking about. Please hold. There we go. Is Long Mikey a separate entity that gets stronger the more you talk about him? I think so, because he has become like omnipresent in the server now. There's not a day that goes by without his appearance. So I guess so. He gets lengthier, yeah. Which is why I have, so in the Discord, if you're not in the Discord already, I have like a leveling system, arcane leveling system, and every time you level up it says your connection to Long Mikey is growing. How many Mikeys make a Long Mikey? I don't know. Sorry, I just realised I didn't put that in the thing. How many Makeys make a long... how many Makeys make a Long Makey? I like to think that he is like 9 feet tall. Like, that's a good question actually. How tall is he? How long is he? How long is this chap? Makey Lay. Yeah, I don't know how long he is. It's a good question. Like, is he short-bodied? Like, is he like 3 foot, but then he's got like a 6-foot neck? Or is he, you know, regular height, you know, 5'9", tall, you know, 5'9", and then he has like a 6-foot neck, because that'd put him like 11, 12 feet tall. Nev K, I've just seen you pop up. It does give me the Thing vibes, actually. I actually have a reference to you later on. If you are around at the time, then great. If not, it's fine. There is a reference to you later. Right, so next one. I think Here's Cat Now actually has this somewhere. Can we eventually get a long Furby version of Long Mikey? That already exists. That already exists. And she has a photo of it. So, yeah. That exists. Morgan asked, would you rather fight 100 bee-sized Mikeys or 10 tyrant-sized Mikeys? Cat, I think you like a long Furby. I think it's from like escape room times. I think I remember seeing a picture of it. I think it was you. Could be someone else, but I know it exists somewhere. It's in the server. Morgan asked, would you rather fight 100 bee-sized Mikeys or 10 tyrant-sized Mikeys? I think this is Murder Furby. There it is. I think this is skewed. I would take 100 bee-sized Mikeys all day. I wouldn't want to hurt a bee anyway. But I'm if it's me versus them, I'm stomping them bees. I'm popping some bees. So yeah, that's that. If it was one tyrant, no, I'd still, because tyrants are fucking terrifying. So I'm taking the bees. Give me the bees. I'm trying so hard not to do a Wicker Man quote here. Way back in the day, my band opened for Kublai Khan several times. They hadn't signed to a label yet. Wow, dude, what were they like? What were they like back then? Were they? Could you see them becoming what they are now, or were they shit? Because I was shit in bands when I was first starting. So, have you heard of Poppy? Yes, I have. Yeah, I think she was on a Knots Loose song, and she goes so hard on that. Oh man, thank you so much for the donation, mate. Much love, and thank you so much for being here, mate. I really appreciate it. Was it? I can't see your name now. I think it was Hype Nausea YouTube, if I remember rightly. I can only see HY. So, man, thank you so much. New video should be out next week. Right, let's keep going here. What game will you stream next on Twitch? I don't know, but Waffle gave me some really good ideas. So I will. Well, yeah, they'll be up soon. They'll be up soon. Have you listened to any K-pop at all? K-pop's not really my jam. My wife loves it. I've not really sat and listened to it, but in fact, I have, because there's a guy I like called, I don't know how you pronounce this. I think it's like Lauv, Lauv, and he did a song where he collabed with a K-pop artist. I forget who it was now, but it was amazing. It's so well produced, and I think that's inherent with all K-pop stuff, but I've just not sat and listened to it, but I wouldn't rule out any genre. Papa Cake asks, what kind of cake do you want for your birthday? My birthday is gone now because it was in October, but if he sees this, I would like a lemon drizzle cake. That's all I'm going to say. Next question from Neon Banshee was, would you rather visit the bottom of the ocean or deep space? 1000%, and I know that's not how percentages work, I would rather visit deep space, because the bottom of the ocean is ungodly amounts of terror. There's something about it's thalassophobia, isn't it? The fear of deep bodies of water. Terrified of it. Absolutely terrified of deep bodies of water. I nearly drowned when I was a kid. When I was 11. I was surfing on a school trip, and we were walking along in about knee-high water, and there was a small wrecked ship under the ground, and I fell into it. And just disappeared. I got pulled out by a lifeguard and had to hold onto my board. And I vividly remember like choking on all the water, holding onto the surfboard, and him saying, "Don't put your feet down because there's broken wood on the ground." So yeah, that was nearly there. You never would have got all these videos if it weren't for that lifeguard. So send him a donation. Spoonie, you shame me with riches. Honestly, I feel like King Midas. Thank you so much, mate. Subnautica, never played it. Heard it's chill, but I've also heard about the Leviathan. So, yeah. But yes, you're right about Soma, Nev, and Silburn. It was a lot playing that. But yeah, Deep Space, that's where I'm going. I'm not going there. Kaza asked, we've only got a few questions left. Kaza asked, is water wet? And I'm going to say... That's a tough question. That's a tough question. And I'm going to upset someone regardless. Cat, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, about Event Horizon. What a movie that was, by the way. I can't believe it took me so many years to find it. Is water wet? I'm going to say no. Unknown subject agrees. Miwo agrees that bones are wet, at least. Yeah, I'd never seen it, Spoonie. I'd never seen Event Horizon. I watched it for the first time a few days ago. Or on the weekend. Anyway. Is water wet? No. I'm going to say no. Wet is what you get from water. Favorite space-themed game? I'm probably going to say Dead Space, but Mass Effect is a close second. Kubla Khan have always been incredible. At the time, at least for the local area, there wasn't many bands playing that genre. It was mostly metalcore at the time. We always knew they would make it. That's so sick. They tread a really nice line between like that bro-y, heavy hardcore and like actual tough guy music. I really like it. You feel bulletproof when you listen to Kubla Khan. Suma, just saw that you're live and wanted to say you do an amazing job with your vids. It's crazy how much love you put into them. Excited for the next one. Well, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate me streaming on YouTube. It's not a normal thing. I won't do it again for maybe till next year. I do all of my streaming on Twitch, but I appreciate you dropping in. Really, really cool. And it's always really nice to know when people can identify how much work goes into the videos. The next one should be out next week. It's on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I know that that's not what you might have expected, but just trust me. It is the hardest video I've ever made, and my body hurts from some of the things I have to do in it. Like, I feel like I'm quite deeply injured, quite seriously injured. Red Like Roses asked, what tattoos do you have? What's your favourite? I have a Japanese sleeve, which is shit. I have the rest of everything else on me is like trad, like traditional. I got this when I was like 19, so I don't really think about it too much. But everything else on me is traditional. I don't know what my favourite tattoo is. Me and my dad we both have this Ace of Spades. He introduced me to Motorhead when I was a kid, and we both have this one. So this one's really important to me. My wife and I both have this palm tree on our thumbs, so that's another one that's really important to me. But I think the best one that I have, I don't want this to turn into an OnlyFans stream, but I have a shining tattoo here on my thigh. Hold on, which way am I going? Here, which I absolutely love. That is that's probably my favorite one in turn, but I've got loads of like video game tattoos and all kinds of things. Yeah, lots of really nice stuff. I have a few that have come through that I've added to the end, and then so I've got literally 3 more to go. 3 more to go. We have the one from Chris earlier on. Spoonie! Stop it! Stop showering me with riches. I'm glad you liked it. So Chris asked, when the apocalypse comes, and it will, I'm keen to know your strategy. What would I do? What would I do? I mean, I'm a hermit anyway. I think I'm rushing out to get a lot of food supplies. I'm about to bring back so much ramen, so many super noodles that the cupboards would burst, and lots of tins of tuna. What the fuck meal am I making? Noodle tuna? I'm in big trouble. Big trouble. Either that, well, and I'm just trying to outlast it. Just barricade the doors and everything, and just bounce. Favorite flavor super noodle? Probably just chicken. Go chicken. That's what I'm doing. Tuna, chicken, super noodles. Apparently. Grab a hot dog with that custard. Let's go. Thank you so much, mate. You're too kind, honestly. Barbecue beef. No, incorrect. Incorrect. Out. Someone unmoderate. Here's cat now. So yeah, I'm getting noodles. I'm doing that, or I'm just topping myself. Actually, no, I just couldn't. I think even if I was just miserable, I'd just keep going. Unmod me, I'm off. Yeah, I think I'd just keep going. Just eating my tuna, chicken, noodle, soup, salad, chips. If you all saw my performance in No, I'm Not a Human, you know that I would not handle an apocalypse well. So, oh, I forgot to ask you before, have you played any RPG horror game like Amori or Undertale? I played a little bit of Undertale for a few hours and I couldn't get into it, but I think I was just not in the right headspace to play it. Not in a negative way, I just couldn't vibe with it. 8,000 cans of Pepsi Max, Muncie gets it. Amori I've not played. If you've got any recommendations for horror RPGs, could you send them to me? I genuinely would really like to try something out. Likewise, if anyone has got Iron 1200 MC, so that's my dad, everyone. A fellow Mike, that's my dad. Thanks for being here, Pops. So, yeah, if anyone's got any like roguelites or anything like that, that would, yeah, that'd be awesome. Especially like a horror one. Maybe that's the kind of game we should make. Let's find out. Right. So 2 more questions, and then we've got the little highlight video as well. So Mustafa Al Sibai asked earlier on, how's your experience having ADHD and being a streamer content creator? This is what I was talking about earlier on with the content creation loop. Being in control of every part of it is incredible, because I can come up with an idea, I can play the game for it, I can record all of the gameplay for it, write the script, and edit the whole video, and I can do all of it myself. So I go on these like 3 to 5 week cycles of obsession. So it's perfect for like an ADHD brain, because you can jump into something head first, learn everything about it, create this content, and then bang, it's out the door. You don't even have to think about it anymore. And then obviously like the cycle of checking YouTube stuff is great too for it. Where it is difficult is when the ideas are firing so much when I'm trying to sleep that it wakes me up, and I'm on my phone, I'm writing notes, and I'm struggling to get to sleep, and I'm getting up too early because it's just so exciting. It's all positive stuff, but it can just have negative effects. And then the last question I have, hyperfixation final boss, yeah, it's YouTube content creation. The last question I have is, do you have any doppelgangers? Now I've prepared some media for this. And I'll share them with you now. Oh, I've just realized I also prepared some other stuff too. So earlier on when I said I have been in bands, I shared, well, I had some pictures to show you. Here we go. So yeah, so this is me playing in bands. So yeah, I've spent 10 years in them. I have what's going on? So I've got lots of pictures of me playing shows with some of my closest friends. I was much thinner back then. This is one of the. This was, where was this? Romania or something like that. Yeah, this is some of the best days of my life. Playing these shows. I've got some amazing videos from it. If anyone ever wanted to see any of them, just hit me up on the Discord. But yeah, I've played in this tour that these photos are from, are with The Word Alive and Asking Alexandria. Best tour I ever did. Yeah, loads and loads of fun. yeah, if anyone wanted any more info on it, just hit me up, and I'm happy to share. But yeah, I've been in loads of bands, hardcore bands, metal bands. Yeah. Would want to see a video from your concert? I'll share one. I end up sharing one fairly often anyway, because I'm in love with it. Okay, so last question was, do you have any doppelgangers? And I saw that some people already said Macklemore, which I found out recently is how you pronounce it, and it's not Macklemore, it's Macklemore. So I have some doppelgangers here. What's the best way to share this? Let's do this, and then let's do this. What's going on? Okay, I get this one all the freaking time. So this is Sam Carter, the vocalist of Architects. Don't know whether there's any Architects fans in here, but I get this all the time. I even had a parcel delivery person come to a place that I used to work, and he asked if I was Sam Carter. I was working in IT in a recruitment firm, and he asked if I was Sam Carter. What do you even mean it's Macklemore? I know, disgusting. I set him up on PRS, no way. He's like your younger brother. What the this is an old photo. Now, everyone knows the Macklemore one. I'll come back to that one. These other ones depend on how much the person likes me. And Nev K, if you are still here, one that you said is in here as well. So a lot of these depend on how much they like me. I asked the doppelganger question because you and my co-worker are spitting image of each other. It freaked me out. He doesn't have any tattoos and has dark hair, but all in all, you two look alike. I would love to see a photo of him. Long Sam doesn't have a ring to it. So a lot of these doppelgangers, I think, depend on how much you like me as a person. When I was a kid, everyone used to say I look like this. That's Rupert Grint. That's Ron Weasley. Just gonna let that sit there for a sec. The other one that Nev K said that I look like, and I remember I used to work with him, and well, you've seen the picture of me when I was younger. I'm wondering where I put it. Here it is. What do you think? The other one that Nev K said was this. Andy, you're too kind. You're too kind. Thank you for being here since day one. And I really hope you don't think I look like Rob Beckett. There's nothing wrong with Rob Beckett. Nev, I haven't forgotten about it. It haunts me every day. Every time I put on an outfit, do I look too much like Rob Beckett? There's nothing wrong with Rob Beckett. Nothing wrong with that. I just don't want to look like him. There's nothing wrong with his face. I want my face, not his. Don't start, Rex. Don't start. Another one here, and this is, again, a younger one. It's the one that I used to get. I don't anymore. I don't get that. And now it's just this. All the time. Every day. Forever. Until I die. So that's it. That's your lot. So, that's all the questions. That's all the questions. So there's one thing left. We're going to do highlights. So you all recommended loads of different highlights from the last 12 months. Here's Kat now helped me put together She helped me so much putting all of this together. N7 Dan, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. So she worked tirelessly getting me all of these clips. I've just stuffed them all together into something that is a somewhat cohesive package. It's in chronological order. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna share it for you in a sec. I'm just gonna stop the music now as well. I will say one thing. If you've got any more questions, I'm happy to answer them after the highlights. So these are about 15 minutes, just so you're prepared. I'll run this along. Let me know if there's anything wrong in the chat. Like if there's anything wrong with the video, just drop it in the chat and I'll fix it. But if you've got any more questions, have a think, and then I'll come back after this. And then after the compilation video, I'm gonna light my little 1-year anniversary candle as well. And I might eat it on stream, but I don't think mukbang is my new thing. I don't think that's me. Right, everyone, enjoy the highlight video. I can't wait to watch it because I've not watched it myself all the way through in one go yet. So I'm very excited about it. So much love. I'll see you very shortly.
How does this sound make you feel? And how about this one? And how about whoa. PT, or playable teaser, was essentially a demo for an upcoming Silent Hill game named Silent Hills, directed by industry icon Hideo Kojima. The fact that 10 years have passed and people still talk about PT today shows what a masterpiece it was. To write this video, I actually went back and played a version of the game again on PC, as I'd not experienced it in a decade. I'd forgotten all of the jump scares, I'd forgotten how intense the experience was, and I really wanted to test if she was as scary as I remembered.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh.
And when you finally do disable the core, it causes a reactor meltdown, meaning you must sprint to the emergency vessel without being caught by the flesher. Something I did not achieve first time. Oh shit. Oh my God.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
You now need to reformat the chip taken from WAN in order to ride the elevator down. Reformatting the chip takes place in the security office, and I kinda got trapped in here by Akers in what was probably the most scared I'd been all game to this point. I am fucked. Go and open that goddamn door. Oh God. This takes you into the depths of the house, finding the skeletons of the Ripper's past victims, along with a rope and a note with some numbers on that you need to memorize. Oh, I can memorize that, that's easy. 888 355 312 12 10 10 8.
Okay, intern. When Danish says he still haunts the home he grew up in, I want you to run through the background. Got it? All right, let's do this.
All I have to do is work out which way I'm facing with these fucking tank controls, and I'll be made in the shade. I can't tell which way I'm turned.
2 years later, many say he still haunts the home he grew up in. 2 years later, many say he still haunts the home he grew up in. What was that? Tom, did you get that? I apologize to the viewers at home, but I just felt an energy pass by behind me.
Cut! This is Ratings Gold. Let's take a break and pick up in the bedroom.
Nailed it. Nailed it. By mastering the art of finding the abnormal within the normal and blending it with these influences, this game has managed to haunt me for over 2 decades. I got Silent Hill back in the summer of 2003. I was 12 years old. Does this look like the face of a tiny baby boy who is ready to play this game? Absolutely not. There's also a character in this section named Valtiel, who acts as kind of an attendant throughout the game, and you'll see him a few times as the hours go by. He was also present in that horrible video in my intro. Despite his demonic appearance, he's a governing angel for the acts of the game, drawing some similarities to Pinhead's role in Hellraiser, who guides events from the shadows. You work your way through the mall's puzzles before arriving at the world's most unsafe ladder.
Oh my God!
Finally getting to experience daylight again, we catch up with the little girl that stomped on our hand earlier. She's holding a letter, and when James asks her about it, she says that he didn't love Mary anyway. But how does she know who Mary is? Following trails of, whatever this shit is. Think that the jump scares would lessen as time went on though, right? Right? Absolutely f***ing not. There's also now a handkerchief on the floor that I played with for a solid 15 seconds because I was so impressed by the physics. Look how good it looks. Waking up, we discover that James is now transitioned into an otherworld version of the hospital. Exploring the hospital, we discover that the room that Maria was resting in is now empty. So we need to figure out where the hell she went. Oi, Jim, chuck us a soap, would ya? Eventually, you arrive at a building that Maria has a key for, a strip club called Heaven's Night. My God, when I played this, I genuinely thought that that was the music from the beginning of Balatro, and I was about to lose my shit.
I lost count of how many times I got instantly deleted by even the crappiest of bad guys, and I even managed to die by my own hand a few times.
Oh. Oh, fucking hell.
There's a really cool Pulp Fiction reference where you enter an apartment where some dude is in the bathroom and he's left his Ingram on the kitchen counter. In the movie, Butch picks up the gun and camps outside the bathroom waiting for Vincent to come out before unloading a clip into him. I wanted to recreate this, but when I went to switch to the Ingram to shoot the guy, I accidentally switched to my grenades instead. No!
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
The early stages of the game actually do a really great job of maintaining tension and making you question your relationship with each member of the team. I will say, however, that this doesn't last for long, so savor the vibes while you can. Speaking of vibes, do you mind if I, Outside you get a glimpse of some kind of worm that's constantly pulsing through the halls. It doesn't pose any threat, not directly at least, but I still try to smack it anyway because I'm a violent individual and I'm also scared of everything. After beating my worm, I discovered a maze of train cars that had the stickiest, wettest floors of any train outside of central London on a Friday night. Back near the subway entrance, you finally catch up to Cynthia, and it's clear that this world hasn't been kind to her.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? What do you think, Henry? You're quickly introduced to this world's victim through a very subtle cutscene.
Ouch!
What do you mean, ouch? Bro just tanked terminal velocity and walked it off like prime Jeff Hardy. This Kevlar beanbag of a human is Richard. So let's check out my stats to see what we're working with here. Strength, 5. I'm reasonably adept at picking up heavy things. Speed, 4. Probably quick over a short distance, but anything over 100 meters and I will probably be sick. I'm built for comfort, not speed. Stamina, 2. This might be my downfall. Forget about Nemesis from Resi 3, my Nemesis is a treadmill. Accuracy, 4. I've only fired about 3 real weapons in my entire life, but I am decent at Time Crisis. Bravery, 5. I'm not a complete coward, but if there's a spider, I'm probably done. For my primary weapon, I'm going for a pump-action shotgun. I need to give myself a chance here. The shotgun is a staple of the series and the horror genre in general, and I think I've earned one. Secondary is a pistol. Is there a more iconic weapon in survival horror than the humble handgun? No. My backup is a survival knife. Just barely sharp enough to slice a sandwich, but could do the job in a pinch.
Stop! He's already dead!
How long would you last? How long would you last? How long would you last? How could we start anywhere other? Now for one of the scariest enemies of all time. And I don't just mean in Resident... Oh, I fucking lost my balance. I was like... Finally, there's actually one boss in this game that's totally iconic and actually pretty beatable. El Gigante. I reckon if I were to... While there are other enemies in this game that are super cool, I only really want to talk about... It was the fact that you were just like creeping over. I was just like, this is a bit... He's got to be doing a bit.
This is a bit too much.
I only really want to talk about Jack Baker now because I think he could challenge for being the best. Some of the enemies I mainly want to talk about are some of the more iconic ones. Fucking so close. Before we start... I can't unhear it now. Before we start.
It feels so.
It looks
I
great.
love you, man.
That's exactly it.
Wait, what should this man be doing?
This hand is the. It really is the. It's got to be that.
Okay, so.
It is basically for I love you.
The standard formula of Resident Evil changed forever with Resident Evil 4.
Moments like this are when the horror hits the hardest. Not when the monster's chasing you, but when you realise that the human underneath is still there, clinging onto something that doesn't matter anymore. Oh, God!
Now begins Kaz's final walk into the unknowable, something he nor anyone else could ever comprehend. I always ask people that I meet to show me their nipples first before I can trust them. He's British! Our world's gone Pete Tongue, eh? This ain't a society no more. The beasts have come out to play. I don't know why I'm doing a British accent because I'm literally British. Turn off the pump, remove tubes, close the shouldn't done that, and then I need to do the reservoir bag. Right, I'm gonna put this away. Let me. Ah!
Rebecca.
Oh Lord, is that gonna? What's that gonna do? Go say hi.
Rebecca.
Jason.
Why aren't you coming?
Fucking none of your business. I'll tell you what. The best thing I can do while I'm driving is drink alcohol. I think. Oh, by the way, if you can hear fireworks in the background, they're fireworks. I apologise for them. I can't stop them, and if I could, I'd be a rich man. Ah, Jesus! So we can do our jobs. Anyway, let's slowly...
Oh, don't worry, honey. If little old me could scare him off, I'm sure a strapping young man like yourself will be just fine.
I think old lady wants a piece.
Yeah.
What a great response.
There you go, Sonny.
Yeah.
I believe this should cover it.
That is a button. Sorry? Oh, does it?
How may I assist you? I lost my dignity. Can you find it for me?
Little razzle dazzle there.
To lose something, you must first possess it.
What a burn! Oh! Oh! What is this face? I presume it's awful. Okay. Just, if you go ahead, you're not in, you're not in. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Very good. Bye-bye. Okay, so Mom has messaged me. Why are you being so paranoid, Mom? I'm 14. I think I'm going to take a little nap, which is what we just woke up from. Probably going to order some pizzas. No need to order anything. Already made you lasagna this morning. Check the fridge. All I wanted was some frickin' lasagna. The food was cold. G to throw. Oh, Lord. You can't tell me to just throw, because I'm gonna press it. That's surprising that it didn't do anything more than that. I need to cook it. Just yeet this there. I'm just gonna throw the lasagna over there, and I'll get to that in a sec. I'm just gonna pop this lasagna on the stairs for a sec. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this here. Okay, I'm just gonna pop this over here. Oh, I'll put it here. I feel like I can hear something outside. I think there's more I can do here. I'm just gonna pop that lasagna down. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this lasagna down. Wow, she took a big old chunk of that lasagna. I don't know how I feel about all these mouth noises. Bibles, where he's talking about the things that he has in his room, and he pops it open and he says, we have a Bible, which I'll read religiously. And then he does this little Guy Pearce laugh that really makes me chuckle. Oh God, you're awful! Oh, okay then. Oh.
fish while they're still fresh. Okay, fishmonger.
Welcome.
The timing of that new sub. Ah, Hadrian, we're going to see the dock worker again. Is this the DM you've been sending him? I'll take Hadrian's small package. The mayor hands you a small, damp package. Dude.
Guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
The first character you interact with is the gross gun shop dude, who sounds like this.
Sorry about that, babe.
You soon meet a cop called Marvin, who sounds like this. You do find an important key and some grenade launcher shells that she just casually tosses over the wall to Claire. And if you thought the footsteps were loud and annoying before, they're about to be twice as annoying. Oh, and if you're wondering what that would sound like with a musical accompaniment, it'd probably go a little something like this. Shout out to my good friend and moderator Woodall for the music there. There's also a very Metroidvania style shortcut that opens up behind this door in the form of a dust chute. You already know what's coming. Ada meets Sherry briefly before meeting back up with Leon again, who finally gets a chance to introduce him to her properly, and her reaction fully made me laugh out loud.
I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD.
I'm just a woman.
Seriously, you just point this gun at a room and pull the trigger. Check it.
Nice car.
Oh, wrong one. There are plenty of health items around here, including the iconic first aid spray and the humble green herb. This next section is a... Oh, be brave. Oh, be brave. You have to fight a boss. For now, though, we need to explore some holes.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can...
Not long after this, I was trotting through this corridor that promptly sent my pants to Browntown when these flipping crows burst through the windows. I kind of forgot about this jump scare in all honesty. This serves me right for kicking a crow in my last Resident Evil video, doesn't it?
That's awful, isn't it? That's so bad.
So horrible. Okay, cool. So that's that.
And that's it. That's everything. Let's put my tunes back on. And here it is. I'm scared to... It won't go on its own. Ah, it's loud! How's that? Sorry. Too loud. Sorry. Well, thank you all so much for being here. This is so ridiculous. Here's to you. Here's to another year. You're all fucking amazing. I genuinely wouldn't be doing any of this. I don't think it's YouTube's birthday, Monty, unless it is, and that's incredible. But yeah, thank you so much. It's chocolate. And it's got like a little pyramid head on top. Straight ghosting. I hope they do, man. I hope they do. I was about to say, that's hot. Yeah, it's fire. I know you aren't subscribed for my smarts. That's for damn sure. I'll eat that in a sec. I'm not going to eat that on stream. It's going to be messy. You don't need to see a chap eating a muffin or cupcake or whatever it is. Oh, thank you all so much for being here. Did anyone have any more questions? Yeah, I'll give you like a couple of minutes to think about it. I don't want to just bounce straight away anyway, so I don't know what all these arm motions are, but they're happening. So yeah, if you've got anything else you wanted to ask while I'm here, hit me. If not, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Yeah, if not, come and join the Discord. There were some people recommended some games in here. I would love for you to hit me with them. Favorite color is black. It's why I'm always in a black t-shirt. I own about 2 or 3 other colored t-shirts. That's it. Favorite cookie is chocolate chip, standard like cookie, but it has to have a little bit of salt on it, a little bit of flaky salt. A proper chewy cookie. And I don't know if you're a crispy cookie person or a chewy cookie person, but if you're a crispy cookie person, you are wrong. So, chewy. Been a fun ride, mate. It sure has, Kazza. Kazza is one of the people like Andy, who has been here right from the very beginning. Like when I had like 500 or 600 subs, right from the beginning. Always supported me. Always been there when I'm having like a mental breakdown when a video doesn't do super well. And he's always there to just be like, dude, it's fine. Here's why. And just explain things to me along the way. Are you going to watch the up and coming Silent Hill movie? I definitely will. I didn't love the trailer, I'm not going to lie. I thought the trailer looked a bit eh. But yeah, I'll definitely watch it. Much love to you, Spoonie. Thank you so much for all the donations, mate. You're keeping me afloat. You're paying for my glass of wine that I had a minute ago. Do you have an absolute favourite drink for a gaming session? Beer, tea, wine? I'm such a Pepsi Max head. I love a Pepsi Max. I tend to, if I'm like, I will always have one next to me, and if I'm playing Battlefield or FIFA or something like that, when I concede a goal or when I get killed, I have a little sip. Always that. But if I'm really chilling, I'm a red wine guy. Like I love a beer. I love an Aperol Spritz or something like that, cocktails, all of that stuff. But I love a glass of red wine. Absolutely. Always wearing black too. Yeah, it just works, doesn't it? Your content is incredible and so well done. You can absolutely see the improvement as you put out more and more content. Keep pushing, homie. Thank you, brother. Yeah, you've got to... I remember watching when I first started a Mr. Beast video, and he said, you don't get good until your 100th video. And I vividly remember him saying, you know, come and talk to me when you've made 100 videos. And I was just like, he didn't say that to me, he just said it on the on the video. I don't know Mr. Beast. And I remember thinking, what does that guy know? What's he ever achieved, you know? And I thought I was saying to his cat now earlier, I thought I had peaked after my first video. I didn't. That video, in comparison, isn't that great. I think things are improving, and I always look to improve at least one thing with every video, whether it's just audio levels, transitions, or you know, the shots that I use, the in-game shots that I set up. Would you rather fight 100 Dennis-sized pyramid heads or a pyramid head-sized chihuahua? Let me just read this again. Oh, Andy, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Honestly, thank you. You've been great since the beginning, mate. 100 Dennis-sized pyramid heads or a pyramid head-sized chihuahua? I'm gonna go. Oh. I'm gonna go for the little ones. I reckon I could kick them. I could give them a good old kicking. Even if they all rush me at once, I could kick a good few of them away. Whereas a pyramid head-sized chihuahua would actually be quite terrifying, even with their little snoots. Pyramid head-sized chihuahua. Yeah, I think it's too much. Keep making the content that you do. It's honest and real. Thank you. The next video is the most honest and most real one yet. I literally have bled for it. I didn't put it into the video because I don't want to put me bleeding on YouTube, but I literally have bled for the next video. Nothing satanic or anything like that. it's been very intense, and yeah, my legs. I could genuinely think I've like sprained something or pulled something, because it's rough. For real, one of, if not the main reason your content is mad good, is because of how genuine it is. It's so important to me. Even it's why I'm taking chances on things like The Thing and Max Payne and Tony Hawk, because it's the stuff I care about. And I think that's what I should be making. If I make content for views, I don't know. I wouldn't connect with it. It wouldn't be enjoyable, right? So yeah. Won't see you when you reach 1 million subs. Hopefully. I need to find a way, if that does happen, to keep this kind of community vibe, because I can't lose this. This is like one of my favorite parts about making it. I love putting out a new video and just having this little tight-knit circle of people. It's so cool. Mikey Lee, Pro Skater Boy. That's me. Having YouTube as a job is such a blessing, honestly. Yeah, you're right. It really is. It's why I can whinge about things and I can be in pain and stuff, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, it's amazing. It really is amazing. Came for the horror stuff, stayed for Mikey, my guy. Spoonie, you're killing it, man. Thank you so much. I owe you so much money. Next time I come to a stream, I'm gonna have to shower you with riches. Yeah, I'm with you, Kaza. Honestly. I think I will call it there. Got another couple of minutes left on this song, and I will never finish a song halfway through. So I will wait for this to finish. So if you've got any more questions, you've got 2 minutes to ask them. Your content and the way you interact with the community is what sets you apart from a lot of other creators I watch. That makes me feel really happy. I tried to join a couple of other big YouTubers that I really like, Z-Chum and Wellen, who are both Rust guys. And I went into their Discords to try and like chat and, you know, not to promote me or anything, just to be closer to them as streamers, because they seem like cool dudes. And they just weren't around. It's no shade on them, and I imagine it's very difficult to be active in a community that's that big. But yeah, while I can, and hopefully it's always like this, but while I can, this is how I want it to be. Oh, there it is. Oh, it wasn't 2 minutes left. It was like a few seconds. Right, well, that's the end of this one. Oh, who do you think will fight John Cena in his last match? It better not be Jey Uso. I really love Jey Uso, but no. Who's left in it? The last time is now tournament. So we've got Jay, LA Knight, Solo, and Gunter. I'm not super hyped on any of those, to be honest with you. Maybe Gunter? Gunter's a banger. That could be good. Are you going to watch the Game Awards this year? Any trailers you're hoping for? I'd love to see more on Resi, on Requiem. When is that? I don't even know when that is. But I'll definitely will watch it. One of the beautiful things about making content is that I'm a bit closer to all of this stuff now, so I need to try and get to a convention or something at some point. Try and get a press pass. Right, much love. I'm going to bounce. Oh, Patrick, you've just arrived as I'm leaving. I will stay and answer that question for you, sir. I'm doing good. I'm a bit battered working on the next video in terms of like physically. There's a physical challenge in it. Yeah, so I'm doing good though, man. We should catch up soon. Anyone want to chill in the Discord and watch the Game Awards when the time comes? That's a great idea. We should do that. Right, much love. I will see you soon. Thank you all again so much for being here. I could not do any of this without you. So, much love. If I don't turn this off and you see me chilling on my phone for a sec, I'm sorry, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new here. Much love. See you later. Thank you so much again.